I didn't get a video capture of the rafters, so I'm going to go through the process step by step and give you some tips and shortcuts to make SketchUp go faster. This is not how I would build rafters, it's just a demonstration of how to draw rafters in SketchUp. The first thing to do is draw a 4x4 post. Click R on the keyboard, drag in the direction you want the post drawn, type 4x4, then enter. If you want to draw the actual size, type 3.5, 3.5, or 5.5, or whatever. Whenever you start making an object, always make a group or a component first. Double-click the square to open the group. Click P and pull up, then type 8 parentheses. It's the single slash on the parentheses key. That's what I mean when I say feet. Then press enter and your post will go up to 8 feet tall. Click outside the object to close the group. You can alternately type 96, enter for 96 inches. Now select the Move tool by clicking M, click on the bottom corner of the post and drag to the left while clicking the Control key. Type 12 feet and press enter. This will make a copy of the post 12 feet away from the first. Zoom in on the top of the post and create a rectangle that is 4 inches by 10 feet. Start your rectangle and type 4,10, then enter. Immediately double-click the rectangle and then right-click and select Make a Group. Then double-click the group and use the Push-Pull tool by selecting P and push or pull in the direction you want to draw the board, and then type 2, then press enter. This will make your board 2 inches wide. Now use the Protractor tool by pressing Q. Click on the bottom left corner, then click again somewhere along that same edge and drag up. Make sure that the piece you want to move is highlighted in blue. The blue piece is the one that is going to move. Here I made a copy for the other side to speed things up. With the protractor, drag up and press 30 or whatever degrees you want. You will have to figure out what degree your pitch is. Use the Move tool to drag the rafter down on the post. Double-click the rafter to open the group. Pull the end of the rafter out and type 12 for a 12-inch overhang. Use the Pencil tool, L, for lines, then draw 2 lines on the rafter where it intersects the post. Use the Push tool to push the little triangle back to the end of the rafter. You can type 2 or the thickness of the rafter, or put your cursor on the back edge of the rafter and click. Now click outside the rafter to close the group. I decided I wanted a mirror image of the first rafter, and there is an easy way to do that. Use the Orbit tool to get a bird's eye view. Switch to the Protractor tool, Q, and hover over the green ground. Holding the Shift key will lock the protractor on the blue plane. Click on one of the top corners of the rafter. Click again along the length of the rafter on the green plane. You will see a green dotted line. Drag the cursor to rotate the rafter. Type 180, then enter. Use the Move tool to align the ends of the rafters. Move the new rafter over so it sits on the post. Double-click on one of the rafters to open the group. Draw a line with the L tool from the top to the bottom of the intersection of the 2 rafters. Use the Push-Pull tool to push the top section of the rafter backwards to cut it off. Do the same with the other rafter. Make sure to close the group. I wanted to put a gusset at the peak of the rafters just for illustration purposes. Draw a rectangle over the intersection of the rafters. Double-click and make a group. Open the group and pull towards you. Type 0.5 to make it 1/2 inch thick. Before closing the group, scribe lines along the back along the rafter and push the offcut back. Click and it will vanish like magic. Click outside the gusset to close the group. Now what you can do is select everything by dragging from left to right. When you drag right to left, you will select everything that is partially intersected. When you drag left to right, you can only select things that are wholly selected. Use the Move tool and drag the whole assembly to the left. Type 24 for 24 inches if you are working in inches. You do not need to type the parentheses, but you do need to type the feet. If you are working in feet, you do not need to type the foot symbol, but you will need to type the inch symbol. After typing 24, then type 10x and the assembly will be repeated 10 times. We don't need an army to build a shed, so we can delete the dudes. Then turn on the shadows for a more realistic view. Go up to the menu at the top, click on View, then click Shadows. The time of day and year can be set in the menu on the right side of the screen.